to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hokies will put turtle leather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Leaves it with the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Here comes the option. Quick toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And this one will be touched and downed at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
to throw on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Hokies line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. We'll put some points up on the board.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got him. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Howell. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying play action. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Gamecocks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He breaks a tackle. Nice move to pick up yardage. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Time winding winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll go back to work. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. The screen, he can go. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Goes straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Thwo. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Woo.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Going over the top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get down.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Albert. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
The sure hands, it's Overton. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howell. He's in the plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to set up the screen. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's caught. It's Albert. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Keith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Missed misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it'll be down right there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They'll try the run. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't. They got stuck. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Can't get him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Brown.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Breaks into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll go to the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds his man. It's Albert. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll give it to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Spits it out to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll send out the kicker here. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. It's got to be smart.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He tries to take the top off. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Overton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Wiggins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. There's a Heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win,